Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It has been a really long moment. um, you guys are not gonna believe what happened to me. I got COVID. That is the most craziest thing ever. So you guys, I was literally dying, pretty much dying is what it felt like. You guys, that was the most intense. I'm still going through it, but I am so much better. I was down for like 3 weeks. Like, that is crazy how something can knock you down like that. But I had no energy, you guys, to do anything I was not even on social media for all this time. The most scariest thing ever. Like, that stuff is so real and so crazy. I thought about, I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't even have the energy or the strength to update you guys and let you know what is going on with me. It was, to be honest, there was a little piece of it in the back of my mind, like, I need to let them know. But I was so down. I gotta tell y'all, okay, so how my experience happened, because I feel like everybody has a different experience with it. I feel like some, it hits people hard and others not so much. But oh my gosh, for me, how it started. Okay, so I'm gonna explain to you how my symptoms happened and what I felt and what I had to do and experience. Then after this video, I'm going to drop a before COVID because I had went and hung out with some friends of mine and everything, and oh my gosh. But okay, so how it started, I left work Friday. So get this, there was a lady at work that got COVID. So it was a Wednesday, I believe. It was a Wednesday or Thursday when she didn't show up to work because she got, tested positive. So that was that. Then Friday, my friends, we wanted to go out. So we went and I went out with them and we were hanging out and stuff. And I remember at the end of the night, my throat was kind of raspy. And I was like, why do I sound like that? And I was thinking in my mind, I'm like, oh, because we're in a loud area and we're speaking louder. And that's why my voice is starting to sound like that. So that, went home, whatever. And then what do you call it? Saturday, I made plans to go hang out with my friend and her family. Where was this? It was like 2 hours away. And so we were gonna go to the lake as well, and I've been wanting to go to the lake so bad that I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, I want to go. So I ended up going with them. They drove, and then okay, so then I went it was 2 hours or something away. We were outside hanging out, and you could see my shorts. We were having a good time, and I just remember my throat kept hurting. Like, it was starting to hurt. And I was like, why does it feel like that? And then, like, I think I even have video of me sounding like that. And then in my mind, I'm like, I'm outside. Maybe it's allergies. I haven't been outside. Like, I hadn't been outside like that in in a while. I haven't been outside kicking it for a while. So I was like, oh my gosh, allergies are getting to me. That's what in my mind. I was like, I don't know. Then, and like my throat was hurting. So I was just like, it's allergies. Then Sunday came, and then we ended up going to the lake. But I just started feeling, I started feeling like not the greatest. Like my energy was not, I didn't feel my energy to be great. Like it was just, I don't know, it's just a weird feeling. I didn't feel like 100%. Like I started to feel, I don't know, it was a weird, and so then we went into the water, and I remember just feeling cold, feeling like I was not enjoying the water. And I love being in the water. I just remember that. I was like, we went in for just a little bit, and I didn't even feel like swimming. I didn't even, I got in, but I didn't even really swim in the water. And then a few minutes after, my friends were like, are you ready to go? And I'm like, yeah, I'm ready. And so we ended up leaving. And I just remember my throat hurting. And that was Sunday. So then I got back, and I was not, my throat just hurt. Then Monday, so it was progressing. Like Friday, my throat was a little raspy, and then Saturday you could hear that it was sounding like raspy, and then it started to hurt to swallow. And then, well, Monday came. You guys, Monday, that's when shit hit the fan. I just felt horrible. I felt really bad. And I called in, and I was like, I do not feel good at all. So then they asked me to go get tested, because that lady and my job tested positive. So I was like, okay. So I went, and I to an urgent care, and then I was gonna record, but I didn't have I was feeling so crappy. But you have to make an appointment through the phone. Like you have to make an appointment through the website. And then when I did it, it was like 2 hours before, they could see me. So I was feeling so, like, it was like zapping my energy so quick. I wanted to wait in the parking lot for 2 hours, but I was like, no, Bonnie, just make it home and then come back. I did that. To be honest, I don't even know how I drove myself, because I felt so horrible. Like it was happening so fast. Like my whole body just felt like, kind of like if it wanted to just shut down, to be honest. I don't even know how I drove. You guys, I don't know how I drove myself. And I didn't tell anybody. So whenever I went back to the appointment, they tested me. We waited a few minutes, and then she comes back and she says, you're positive. And I'm like, okay. Like, it was so weird, because, they tell you you're positive. And so then it really didn't, I kind of got scared. I'm not even going to lie. I kind of got a little like scared, because I was like, okay, I'm positive for COVID. Okay. And then I just felt so bad. So then I went home, and then when that happened, I went home. I had this headache that made me feel like my head was going to explode. Like it was such a really bad headache, to where I didn't want to, I couldn't even open my eyes. I had to keep them closed. I was taking time because all they tell you to take over the counter medicine, like Tylenol and Advil. And I was like, that's all you're gonna, like, it's crazy because that's all they tell you. And I'm just like, okay. So I was in bed with that, you guys, that headache is unreal. Like, it's the craziest thing. So I had like this major headache, and all I can, and then your appetite, you lose your freaking appetite. You can't eat. I couldn't eat for like almost 2 weeks. I think I could not eat for 2 weeks. And my mom was scaring the crap out of me because she was like, you need to eat, you need to eat. How are you gonna fight this if you don't eat? But I couldn't eat. I just could not. And now thinking about it, like, I didn't even want to put anything in my, like, I couldn't. It's so weird. And well, at the end of this video, I'll show you guys like clips, because I did try to record a little bit of how I was feeling, just so I could have a little document of me going through this. But I really didn't have the mindset to do the recording, like how I, like, now thinking, I didn't have that it sucked. So I didn't eat for like 2 weeks. You'll see at the end of the video how crazy I look. Like, like my cheeks have filled in a little bit. But the video and the clip that I'm gonna show you at the end, I look deathly, like sick. Like, I don't know, like, how, just the thought that someone made this virus in a lab to do this to people is mind-blowing. And it's so crazy and sick and evil. Like, I don't know. But so I was down in bed. I couldn't eat. I was on Pedialyte and water, and I just laid in bed. I tried, like, it was like a restless, tired, like, I couldn't even really get good sleep. I just felt so sick. I felt so sick, like, I just laid there. And then trying to get sleep, I couldn't really rest. It's weird. Like, I was trying to explain it to my coworkers, like, they said I needed to rest, but I couldn't rest. It's like you could not rest. Like, I was really, really trying to sleep and just, but there was times where I couldn't. And then I couldn't even watch TV. Like, I couldn't even watch I wasn't even on YouTube. I wasn't even watching anything. And then there were moments when, because you're so sick and you're so tired, like, I couldn't really rest. So then your mind starts messing with you. And my anxiety was crazy. Like, I had like a couple of meltdowns to where I just broke down. I broke down, and I was just so exhausted and tired, mentally drained, and just, I was crying in my bed, just feeling like I'm losing my mind. That's what it felt so not right. And then you're by yourself, so that doesn't really help either. I'm so grateful for the people that did call me and spoke to me, because I would, like, the first 2 weeks I couldn't really talk to anybody. Like, it was I couldn't talk. I couldn't talk to nobody. I really didn't really talk. I just laid there. Felt like I was dying. Um, yeah, but I had some meltdowns. When I say meltdown, it meant like it was like a mental where you just started crying. I just broke down. That really got to me, you guys. It was so crazy. Um, then let's see. Yeah, just being down. Like, I think it was 3 weeks. Imagine being down for that long. And then I went back to work yesterday. What's today? Friday. So yesterday, Thursday. The night before, Wednesday night, you guys, I had so much anxiety. Like, my anxiety was through the roof, and I needed to go to sleep so I could go to work, you know. But I just laid there, couldn't sleep. I think it's called insomnia, where you can't sleep. I got that. Like, that's what if I've never experienced that. But I feel like this whole thing gives you these different experiences. So I was wide awake. I couldn't even freaking sleep. I couldn't. I just laid there with. Just imagine you're trying to sleep. You know you have to sleep. You can't sleep. I was like, man, what is going on with me? Then Thursday morning, to wake up to freaking go to work, my anxiety skyrocketed again to where it was. I felt like I was getting like it was. I don't know if you guys anybody that has anxiety, it can cripple your whole body and your mind, like, seriously. And that was happening Thursday morning, to where I couldn't move, I couldn't walk. I was like, oh my gosh, this is not happening right now. And and it's so crazy because you're actually battling your freaking mind. You are battling your mind because your mind wants to defeat you. And so I just remember I was like having like a pep talk with myself, just being like, Bonnie, you gotta fight. You gotta fight through this, and not let your mind get the best out of you. And so I just pushed my mind to jump into the shower. I could barely walk into the shower. Dude, yeah, y'all, anxiety sucks. But I pushed through it. I ended up took a shower. I didn't even I always wear makeup. It's just something that I like. I didn't even wear makeup to work. I was like, man, I don't give a damn. I was like, they better take me as I am or not at all. But driving, because you guys, I didn't drive for like 3 weeks. And my body was so weak and shot down. Like, the drive was so weird. Getting into a car after going through all that was so hard. It was so hard. Like, getting into the car, then already having your anxiety. Man, it was so hard. Oh, and I didn't even tell you guys. So I had to go to the ER, right? Because my mom was so worried about me not eating. And so I went to the ER. They did x-rays on my chest or my lungs. They told me I had pneumonia. Then when I went, I couldn't even walk. Like looking, like you don't realize all the things that happen. So I had to request a wheelchair. I've never done that in my whole entire life. Requested a wheelchair because I couldn't walk to make it to inside the hospital. Requested that. Then there was this thing that they were rushing me to get. It's called an infusion. And went and got that, and I had to request for a wheelchair. You guys, I've never experienced anything like this. It's so crazy. Not being able to walk in my house, get out of bed, like walking was so hard. And then like towards like the second week, I pushed myself to take a shower. Taking a shower was so hard. It was so exhausting. Like, it is the weirdest thing. Like, I'm still going through it right now. Like, so yesterday I went to work. I was getting around was so hard. Like walking, I'm really slow. So slow. Today, getting up to work today, very slow. I managed to do my hair, but that was so hard. You don't like, I think you don't realize how much energy you use to freaking do certain things whenever there's something that's trying to take you down. It is the strangest sickness I've ever experienced in my freaking life. Like, and then to know that people die from this, like, I can see how they, like, how it, because it really freaking kicks your ass. And and you guys know, like, I'm an active person. So from being like an active person to not being, like, I'm still, like, today it was kind of, the days are getting better, but today I woke up and I was just still tired. And I had to like push myself to shower. Like my energy is not, I'm not 100%, but I'm really trying. I'm trying so hard to get my energy back. But I think it's just gonna just take time. I don't know. It's the weirdest sickness I've ever experienced. Like, I'm tired. I'm extremely tired right now. Going, like, my mental state is weak, and it's so weird to say that, but it is. Like, working, like, I went to work and I was doing, working and everything, but like it like takes a toll out of your mind. It takes a toll out of your body, your mind, everything. It's I'm so tired, like, right now. Like, I'm so exhausted. But you guys, I survived it, and I had a really great conversation with my boss about it. He like, he knows how to talk to you in a way to where it helps you. It helps you like pull yourself together to, because he said, look at this, we've never experienced this, and let me just tell you, the unknown of not knowing what to do, how this is gonna play out, or how your body is gonna fight through it. The unknown is really scary, and I was feeling that, like, you guys, it was, but now there's little, I guess, side effects from the COVID. Like, I get headaches now, like I get these headaches that just come out of nowhere, and if I don't take something, like it really hurts really bad. And I used to not get headaches like that, so that's like freaking weird. I'm just so exhausted. I'm so tired. Like, I'm not, my energy, like, I want to get up and go and do stuff, but I can't do it. Like, it's freaking crazy. It's so hard to explain. Like, the energy to go walk, like, say, across the hall at my job. I did it. I think I was only able to do it once or twice today. And getting there, I was tired. I was like, oh my gosh, like, why am I, this whole, it freaking is weird, you guys. Like, y'all, like, if y'all go out and stuff, y'all just need to be really careful, because it's like the scariest shit ever. I'm still going through it. I think I'm on, this might be my 4th week. I don't know, but I've talked to people about it. They say that it's a slow process. But what's so crazy is, like, how can someone create something like this in a lab to do this to people? To me, it's like, what in the world? Like, who freaking does that? Evil people. Like, and then, cause see, okay, you know, I know, like, this COVID has been happening, and I've been like, okay, I refuse to, I've been telling myself, I'm not gonna live in fear. I'm not gonna live in fear. So I've still, I still was out, hanging out and stuff. But now that this has happened, I feel, and I don't want to feel like that. I don't want to feel scared to go out, because I'm scared, like, it might happen again or whatever. But you guys, this shit is real. It is the scariest thing ever. Like, and the crazy thing is, it hits people differently. So it's not the same. Like, some people get it really bad and others don't. And to me, I'm just like, that's weird in itself, how, like, some get it harder. Like, for me, I'll insert the little clips at the end. I was out of it. And then there's one where I look, like, you guys know that my cheeks are chubby, right? I have chubby cheeks. That little clip, I think I have a little video of it, or I'll insert a picture. My face looks sunken in, and just, I look crazy. You guys, it was horrible. It was so horrible. Like, I'm still going through it. I'm not like over it completely, but yeah, that shit is no freaking joke. I did lose weight. I lost more weight during it, and I just make a funny about it. I'm like, well, at least I'm going down in my weight. But I'm like, I would not care to do, like, shit's so horrible. I don't know, you guys, but I missed you guys posting and stuff. I really, like, I miss posting and just interacting with you guys. And shout out to everybody that has been wondering where I'm at. It's not that I wanted to be not, like, cause you guys know I freaking like YouTube. I enjoy posting videos and stuff. Like, you guys know I enjoy this. but I just did not have the freaking, and like right now I'm freaking exhausted. I'm exhausted. And it's worrisome because like I don't want to get, I don't like, cuz I don't know, can it spark up again? Can, like, so you just start thinking, and I try not to think cuz my anxiety then gets the best of me. But I'm so glad that I was able to, that my body was able to fight it, and that I'm able to sit here now and talk to you guys about it. But yeah, guys, I was down. I was freaking literally feeling like I was dying. And it's crazy how this thing is made to do that to you, to your body. I can't taste. I really don't have taste. Smell, I don't. And I'm just, my energy level sucks. Like mentally, I want to do so many things. Like I want to go wash my car right now, but I don't have this energy to go do it. I don't know. It's the weirdest thing. It is the weirdest freaking thing how this thing can just overtake your body. The craziest shit. Let me know if you guys have experienced it. If you guys have, like, how long were you down? And if y'all have any recommendations or anything, I'll probably like keep you up to date, like how I'm progressed, like how I'm healing with it all and stuff. I'm just tired. I'm just exhausted. And you guys, COVID is real. And I think you hear, like, if you haven't experienced it, you hear about it, but you don't really know the severity of it. Like what it does to your body, how it can like pretty much shut you down, because it really did that. It really completely shut me down. But thank you so much to all my friends that sent me gift baskets of drinks and soups, and would always call and check on me. And you guys, that means everything to me. Like, for you guys to care, to see how I'm doing and if I'm okay, like, that meant so much. Even though sometimes it was hard to reply back to you guys, because it was a lot. Like, whenever you're feeling so like sick, especially with, like, you don't really have the energy to sit there and to think of, like, it is the weirdest sickness ever. It's the weirdest thing. So, sometimes I was able to reply to everybody. Sometimes I just couldn't. I don't know. It's the craziest thing. But I love my friends and my mom. Man, my mom, she helped me out so much. I love her so much. She was freaking me out sometimes, some days, but she freaking, not gonna get emotional, but I love her so much. And just, oh my gosh.
It was tough, you guys. It was really tough, but when you have a really strong support system, that really helps. Even though I was here by myself, like I had a really strong support system. And I'm just so thankful and grateful that I was able to power through that. But it was freaking hard, you guys. And it's still hard. But I'm glad I'm able to have the energy to record this video for you guys. And just be able to tell you my experience. You guys, it's a tough one, but I'm so thankful for the people that were here for me. Like, it means the world to me, because when you're by yourself and you're going through something this tough, sometimes you need that. So I really appreciate you guys so much for asking about me and wondering where I'm at. I'm here. I'm gonna continue to get better. Sorry I got emotional, you guys. But I just wanted to thank you guys for all the support. And sorry I disappeared. It was not because I wanted to, but because I'm still going through shit. But thank you guys so much for being here. And I will definitely keep you guys updated on my progress. It's gonna be okay. I'm gonna get through this, and I'm glad I'm able to record and tell you guys my story. It's a tough one, you guys, but I'll definitely see you guys on my next video. Because I need to get back. But if you guys have experienced any of COVID, anything, or have gotten over and stuff, or anything that you guys, if you guys experienced it, share your story with me. I wanna know like your experience as well, because I know I feel like everybody's experience is so different. But okay guys, I'll stop. I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.
Okay, y'all. I got tested and I am positive for COVID, and I feel so horrible right now. My head hurts so bad, like really bad. Like I don't even want to open my eyes, and my throat is kind of getting a little bit better, but it still hurts really bad, and I feel horrible. Yeah, my throat isn't hurting as bad as it was yesterday, but my head is hurting so bad. So bad. I just want to document. Today's Wednesday, and last night, or this morning, like at 1, I felt like I was literally dying. Like I felt like I had a fever of I don't even know what, because I don't even have a temperature. And then what's crazy is Tuesday I felt like I was getting better, and then last night at 1, shit hit the fan. Shit's scary. I feel like shit right now. My head hurts and I feel so weak. This shit sucks.
looks so different.